Hi everyone, I'm Evan.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is a high score LEGO build video. In today's video, we're going to be building a couple of sets that hopefully most everybody's familiar with. They're from the Star Wars franchise, and it's the Millennium Falcon. I think everybody knows what that is, right?
Everyone's got to know what it is. It's been out for years. Everyone knows what the Millennium Falcon is. Whether you've seen Star Wars, whether you haven't.
Right. The thing made its appearance in 1977. Come on.
It's like knowing who Yoda is. You've never seen the movies, but you know who the fun little green guy is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we decided that because everyone's going to know what it is, and I mean, it's a LEGO Millennium Falcon. Come on. You gotta love them.
We picked up a couple different sets, and we're going to compare how they build and how they look when they're done and how complex they are and that sort of thing.
Yep.
So the first two sets we've got here, a couple small sets. I picked up this 92-piece beauty from 2018, set number 75193. Now this guy's great. It's got little firing guns here and a little Chewie riding on the side. What gets better than that? So this should be a pretty quick one to put together. What do you got, Jeff?
I went in the opposite direction for size on this and went smaller. I tracked down the 2017 Target polybag set that contains 20 amazing pieces for this little beauty. Now, it has no minifigures, obviously, because it's basically about the size of a minifigure. But we thought that because we're just doing a build comparison, why not go weird? We decided that there was no piece count because obviously we didn't talk to each other about which ones we were buying. So this is what happens when you don't communicate. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be entertaining regardless because it's the Millennium Falcon.
Come on.
Whether it's this big, whether it's 20 feet long, it's the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
And what I like about this set is that you can still tell what it is even though it is so tiny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's get to the build.
Yeah.
And as a bonus, we got a couple extra sets here. Is it really a bonus? Or is this the main part of the video?
I'm thinking this might be the main part of the video.
I think it's
everyone came for.
It'll be a little bit longer than the last part, I think.
Yeah. Buckle up, people, because this is going to be a long day.
Yeah. So the set that I picked up for the second part is a 75257. It's a 2019 Millennium Falcon. This 1,351-piece beauty is going to be a blast to put together, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And I'm pretty sure that is the most current Millennium Falcon playset that's out there, as far as LEGO goes. Yes. I don't think that they've done any new ones since then. They could have some in the works, who knows?
I would honestly expect one within the next year or two.
Probably. They seem to be coming out with them pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
So the set that I'm building is, I'm pretty sure why a lot of people are going to be here for what it is. And that's this guy.
That's a big baby.
So this is the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. It's been out since 2017. It is set number 75192. Sorry, it is massive. Yeah. So this set's been out for a few years. LEGO had them out of stock for a long time, and they finally came back in stock, and I decided that I was going to pick one up.
Thanks, coronavirus.
Thank you, pandemic, for helping to drive LEGO sales and bring back sets that were potentially going to be lost. Mm-hmm. So this one is obviously a beast. It is, to date, the largest LEGO set that they sell, and I believe that it is the most expensive LEGO set that they also sell. And
it's definitely up there.
Yeah, it takes a very, very, very long time to build. So it's not even really going to be so much a race here as far as who's going to get done first.
Yeah, I mean, come on, 1,351, 7,500. What is it? 7,500 and something.
7,500 pieces plus. So it's going to be a little while. So it's going to be a long time lapse video, but it's going to be worth it. We're not quite sure exactly how long it takes one person to put it together, but we're going to find out today.
Some basic math kind of worked out to a minimum of 14 hours.
I'm looking to break records today.
So let's get to it.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy took me, what, about 4.5 hours to complete? And you were right
Somewhere
around
around.
13 hours exactly, almost.
Pretty much 13 hours, 1 minute, 48 seconds.
That's
Standing the whole time.
Pretty good day's worth of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Day it is.
So these are the 3 sets that I put together, or I guess you put together that one. But
Yeah.
we got the little,
We'll call it a set.
the Millennium Falcon. Went together pretty nicely, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, took
No-
about 5 seconds.
No severe problems with it. It is entertaining with it that it comes with about 4 spare pieces. So it's a 20 piece set, and you get 4 extra pieces with it. So whatever. It's just got a lot of cool aspects to it.
And then you've got the Microfighter, which was pretty good. Assembled in about, what, 10 minutes?
It took about
92
10,
pieces.
10-15 minutes to get that one guy together.
Yeah.
Not
Looks
too
pretty
bad.
good. It actually looks like a Millennium Falcon. You can see it, you can know it. And then there was the big one, the set 75257. This is pretty good little play set. Pretty good amount of detail for what you get. It opens up pretty nicely as well. All the little fixins, and then you can have at it all day long.
And this one is definitely meant for play.
Yes, definitely meant for play.
As we've discovered, building the bigger one, there is a difference between the play aspect and a difference between the display aspect.
Yes.
And it is very noticeable when you're building a set of the size of the UCS.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to bring the big boy over, and we'll get that set up and go over all the details on that, because that's going to be a little bit. So stay tuned.
Mhm.
All right, we've got it over here on the table, so we're getting ready to take a look at it and kind of go over some of the little details that are in it, because there's a lot of details in this.
Mhm.
If you're not aware and have never seen this set, the instruction manual is literally a dictionary.
Yeah, it's big.
Got this guy over here.
Nice big ring bound
So,
book.
yeah, Lego, please ring down more books. This was fantastic to use, but I mean, we're talking
Was it 1,370 something steps?
1,370 plus steps to get this guy done. So your typical Lego set is obviously nowhere near that. So, obviously with that many steps, this big of a build, this many pieces, there are a ton of little details in it. Most of them are in just the skin, where it's got pieces everywhere to indicate texture and just give that micro detail, which from a distance looks absolutely spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Up close, it's questionable. As
Some
to
interesting piece choices, but they're
yes,
greeblies are greeblies, right?
Greeblies are greeblies. We've got a lot of telephones and pistols to indicate things on here, and some wheels from other sets and everything. But
And a trailer hitch as
and
well.
a trailer hitch. But it works and it looks amazing. Of course, this was the most time-consuming part, was putting all the little details on the skin work. And I mean, as long as it took, it was still satisfying to get it done and to see it come together. Especially when you're building it and there's a framework coming together and you just kind of look at it thinking, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
And we had many moments of that last night, and then it starts to come together and you start to see the frame appear, and
Yeah.
it starts to look like the Millennium Falcon, and then the rooms come together, and there are a couple of rooms in here that are pretty cool looking that we actually compared with the little set. And
They correspond.
they match up pretty well. Some very
Pretty well.
similar stickers in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is another thing. There are very few stickers for this. So if you're a person that really doesn't like stickers, and I know you guys are out there, here you go.
Yep.
Because there was only maybe 10 stickers that I had to put on this entire thing. And only maybe one of them is on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling some panels off here real quick and show you kind of what they look like here.
Some of the construction, the pieces just lay on top. This is definitely for showing off, not for playing with. You could play with this, I suppose, but I would not recommend it.
If you're playing with this, you have the strength of 10 men. So the panels come off very similar to something like this. They just kind of lock down in, and then it shows the little compartment. And this one is kind of a boring
It
compartment.
shows pieces of the of like a cargo hold. And you gotta, drop it into a hole, line it up, and it just sits
Slots
on
down
top.
in.
Yep.
So, but we can go ahead and kind of reveal the cockpit here and the tunnel. And there's a little bit of a cargo pit there, but just the fact that this is how they did the tunnel
It's pretty incredible.
is pretty awesome. I wish that when they would design these, they would design them a little bit more in line with how you go through the steps, because this piece was all done.
And that was added later.
This guy gets added later for whatever reason. You could have done them
works,
both
but
at the same time.
Confusing stepwise.
Yeah, but it does work, and when you get it all together, it kind of speaks for itself. And in no way am I knocking Lego in any way, shape, or form. They know what they're doing.
Looks like it's not sitting
No, he's in there.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So, they know what they're doing, obviously, because there's no way I would sit there and try to design this. So, good on you guys for doing that.
Yeah.
Just moments when you're building it, you're thinking, I could have done that 4 steps ago. And it has a lot of that, which is kind of to be expected. So,
We get this.
we got to take the antenna off, and then we're able to remove this guy.
Okay.
And then this front piece does come off, but I don't think it's meant
not
to.
really necessary.
But inside here, we've got the lounge area where on the little set looks very, very similar to the big set, which is incredibly impressive that they were able to kind of shrink that down and still mirror that on a smaller scale.
The seats are in a little different spot, but they actually use the exact same stickers for the backs of the seats. It's very, very similar.
Right. That was kind of one of the advantages of building one of these side by side, is we got to see kind of how they scaled this up, because, well,
What they did.
yeah, that's kind of what they had to do. They took the smaller set and decided, let's make it bigger. And I am glad that they did, and I am super glad that I now own one of these, and it is going to my collection. We're going to build a table. That's going to be coming next year. We're going to go ahead and build a display table for this. It's going to be a kind of a coffee table style when we go ahead and get that started and get that going.
Got some good ideas for it.
Yeah, we will be updating you on how that goes. So, and I'm looking forward to it, because this thing just needs to be seen.
Yes.
So, but if you guys have any ideas for kind of our next challenge build, let us know.
In the comments below.
Yep. And I mean, if it's something we're physically, or not physically, but monetarily capable of doing, because Lego sets are getting kind of expensive now. But this was fun, and we really want to do it again. And so,
It was a good time.
yeah. So if you guys have any idea of what we can challenge ourselves with next, let us know. We're up to it, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.